we're here with our mascot, the Story Dude. So please, like the video, subscribe to Story Dude, and let's get into the stories.
Am I the asshole for making coworkers pay me for my time? I am 22, work a couple of different jobs. I don't have kids, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or a life really. I go to work, come home, play with my ferret, play with my actual ferret, and that's about it. I am always willing to switch shifts with people, but I have found a way for it to benefit me. I accept money in return for switching shifts. One lady wants to go see her family for Thanksgiving. I have that weekend booked off. She asked me to switch. I said I have a vacation planned and it would cost me $400 to switch my reservations. So she paid me $400. It's win-win. But my roommate thinks I'm an ass for booking the holidays off when all I plan to do is get high and play Zelda. Edit. Yes, I lied. In the past I have just told people I will cover in return for money. Then all I get until the time they want off is how I should do them a favor. I will be working and they will come bug me about covering for them. I prefer just to pick a price and put it out there. I have been reading the comments. It appears to be common in good service, education, airlines, factories, the military, and hospitals. The "play with my ferret, play with my actual ferret" got me cackling. Not the asshole. I love how everyone's jumping on the bandwagon of the $400 the county worker has paid you here. She OBV wanted the weekend off badly enough and it's an expensive, well sought after holiday. She should have booked it quicker. But my roommate thinks I'm an ass for booking the holidays off when all I plan to do is get high and play Zelda. With regards to this, you're entitled to have time off whenever you feel like you want time off. No one can dictate your holidays. Especially not your roommate. Just so happens this way you've ended up with a little extra pocket money. Not the asshole. In my waitressing days, can you cover me on X day? I'll give you $20 was the norm. Sometimes the bribery payment was of a more unsavory nature. Your time is valuable, and you're entitled to set the going rate. Am I the asshole for sometimes hanging out in states of undress with my BF's roommate? I'm pretty much a practical nudist, meaning that I love to wear as few clothes as practical. Naturally, in social settings I try to be more careful. My boyfriend and his roommate have a pretty sweet apartment downtown, so we spend most of the time there. He's a really nice and chill guy, and on days my boyfriend and I don't want to get intimate, we just hang out in the living room drinking, smoking, and watching movies. Sometimes I end up just hanging out in a towel after a shower. I explicitly checked with the roommate that this was okay and he didn't mind. Unfortunately now, he has a new jealous girlfriend who doesn't hang out with us sometimes, but she still feels like she needs to police what I'm wearing in the apartment of my boyfriend. We got into a bit of a stupid text message exchange when she found out, and she's clearly jealous and insecure. It doesn't help her self-esteem, I guess, that 9 times out of 10 people are gonna say I'm the hotter person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that. I'm not self-centered, it's purely a comfort thing. It's not remotely sexual for me, so I think I'm in the right holding my stance. Am I the asshole here? Edit. I would cover up if she was around, for sure. I don't intend to make anyone uncomfortable, that was said in the beginning. You are the asshole. It's a shared apartment. If your boyfriend's roommate is paying rent and he says that you shouldn't be practically nude in shared spaces, then you should respect his wishes as a paying member of the household. I will go further to say, I have yet to meet a young woman who considers herself hotter, who wears little clothes around other men, who does not secretly thrive on the attention. I know this is something I'm going to get downvoted into oblivion for, and I was pretty oblivious to it until my fiancé pointed it out, but ever since having it pointed out, I'm hyper aware of it. Even if it's subconscious, you're likely doing the same. You are the asshole. Your nudity makes your partner's roommate's partner uncomfortable. Respect her wishes, it's that simple. Also, I guess that 9 times out of 10 people are gonna say I'm the hotter person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that. I'm not self-centered, it's purely a comfort thing. Just lol. Am I the asshole for wearing a white dress to my sister's wedding? I, 28F, was invited to my sister's, 32F, wedding on October 4, 2022. For months my sister planned for her wedding, and about 4 months before the wedding she let us know her maid of honor, bridesmaids and all other things to do with guest roles etc. Well, I was one of her bridesmaids. My sister didn't want to buy all of the bridesmaids' dresses as she wanted us to contrast and feel comfortable in our dresses, but one thing she let us know was that the bridesmaids were to wear white dresses. A few weeks later I went bridesmaid dress shopping. I really care about my sister, so I put a lot of thought and time into choosing my dress, hoping it would be okay for her wedding. I found this beautiful lace corset, long white dress. This dress was expensive, around £1,500, and the boutique had a no-return policy unless the dress was broken or ripped. Meaning once I had bought it, I couldn't return it. So, I decided to be the smart person and have my sister come round to the boutique to see me in the dress the next day. My sister was overjoyed. She exclaimed she loved the dress and it was perfect for her wedding. She insisted that I should buy it. So, I bought it for £1,500. I was the first bridesmaid to get their dress. All of my sister's friends seemed almost a little too laid back. A week before the wedding comes and I wake up to texts and calls from my sister, friends and family. Most of the ones from friends and family were letting me know my sister had to talk. I open my sister's texts and see. Change of plan, I do not want bridesmaids wearing white. White is for the bride and all the other bridesmaids are now wearing teal. Please buy another dress, thanks XX. My heart literally sank. I did not have enough money to buy another dress after the money I spent on that dress. I let my sister and family know this and attended the wedding, but everyone was giving me dirty looks and stares, especially the groom. My sister was infuriated with me afterwards and my entire family is ignoring me. So, am I the asshole? Not the asshole. The entire "only the bride wears white" goes out the window when the bride explicitly states that you should buy the white dress for her wedding. Your sister sucks though. £1,500 is a lot of money. If she wants you to wear a teal dress, that's fine, as long as she reimburses you for the white one. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my husband eat from my plate at the restaurant? My husband and I have totally different taste when it comes to food. That's perfectly fine. However, lately, and whenever we go out to a restaurant, we'd both order different dishes, then he suddenly asks to eat from my dish and would throw a fit if I refuse. He's done this several times and I snapped and told him to stop asking and order from the same dish if he wanted it so bad. Last night, we went out for dinner and ordered different dishes. Before we made the order I asked if he was sure about the dish he picked and he said, yes. The food arrived and each of us had our plate and started eating. Literally minutes later, he asked if he could eat from my dish. I looked at him like, are you serious right now? And he went on about how he couldn't res the looks of the dish and really wanted to try it. I refused and said no. I kept eating and he kept pushing till I blew up and he got quiet all of a sudden. He then got up and walked out. He was furious with me and picked an argument at home when I got back. He said that I acted petty and that all he asked for was a few bites from my meal and I chose to make a scene, and yell and embarrass him instead. We're not speaking to each other right now because of what happened. I feel shitty about it and I think that I could have just let him have some of the food instead of choosing to die on such silly hill. Edit. We pay for our meals separately. Frankly, this just seems strange. You're married but pay for your own meals when out together? Do you ask for separate checks? Is he asking for just a bite to taste or actually eat? Does he not like his dish? Or since you both pay for your own meals, is he short on money so wants to eat your dish and take his home for leftovers? Not the asshole. #Roberts_2003 doesn't share food. Not the asshole. Some people, like my brother and his wife, are totally fine with sharing food. But they both are. Some people are not fine sharing food. Both are correct. It's a personal choice and boundary. Your husband is not respecting your choice and boundary. He needs to. Just because he wants to, doesn't mean he gets to. And throwing a tantrum because he's told no? So immature. Not the asshole. I hate when people do this. He needs to eat his own food and shut up. How absurdly immature and bizarre.